Superstructure of concentric rings tilted under a frozen vein of ice asteroids reveals itself to be a warp gate under construction. Okay. Still don't know why you're having a warp gate in the middle of an ice field. Who decided that was a good idea?
The gateway absorbs every particle and molecule from the vacuum around it as it crackles into life. The first firing of this thing is going to be something very special to see, indeed.
Interesting, and it's also in the Great Wildlands. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's have a look, shall we? Typically a Wraith. Hey Tally, how are we doing?
Welcome, pilot.
In systems check, please.
Systems check. Navigation systems online. Weapons online.
Oh, there's my beautiful camo. I have a little, like, PDA type thing on my arm. Love how the grid's coming up in this game for where I've got my touch.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa, straight on the fight structure.
Sensors to decrypt the data from echoes. The reconstituted remnants of lives past trapped in the program.
Okay, so we've got a couple of salvaging ships on the outside here, orbiting a nice ice planet in an ice belt. Okay, the structure's pretty big. Lots of nooks and crannies in it by the looks of it. No doubt spots we will be able to fly in and around. Okay, shall we start at one end and go to the other? It seems to be a logical... I can already hear the first salvage. Cross line. Vision of ore. Where are you? I hear you. Interesting. I think it's in one of these rings. Huh? Interesting. Well, I got the salvage. I didn't see the salvage come out of it, but apparently I got the salvage. Anyway. Let's see another one. I saw the salvage that time. I don't know what the limits are on this map. Okay, there's the first echo. Let's go for that while we're here.
Personal log, Mark 4223. Today, we installed a temporary short-hop transversal jump unit into the core of the gateway shaft. It should facilitate a huge increase in travel time between the nose and tail construction teams. I have no idea how we acquired them. Until now, they've only been used in a military capacity. It used to take pilots into battle faster with other pilots. A trickle-down technology reserved for battle. It's based loosely on the Spectre's heavy fighter class engines, capable of throwing the huge mass across the sky in seconds. In the engineering meeting, I asked where they came from. Who can get a hold of this stuff? The entire room robotically jerked their heads around to face me. The drone at the head of the table narrowed his eyes and returned. It's classified. Barely moved his lips. What kind of cryptic corporate nonsense is that? The room sneered at me. No longer among friends and colleagues. My peers have slowly been replaced. Morning neocom mails, full of retirements, an extended leave, holidays they never return from. As we slowly patch over the gate's yellow framework with a metal skin, it becomes more apparent things are not all as they seem.
Where did the tech come from? I wonder if there's anything out in the raw court. Let's have a quick look. Some salvage. Asteroids. Oof. Okay, so they're not... You don't see the light bounce off everything. That's still pretty cool. I like me some asteroids. Asteroids. Okay. We take the warp gate. We'll go from one end to the other. Oh, and there's an echo at the other end.
Engineer's personal log, first mark. Our new project began today on the private gate. It's a huge undertaking. 2 separate Galente jump gate designs, amalgamated into one mammoth hybrid construction. I had my reservations. It's a challenging build, but the sheer amount of funds behind this thing is staggering. A private consortium has backed this thing to be completed under any circumstances. I've been contracted in to lead the secondary induction point, what will herein be referred to as the nose team, the part where all the magic happens. Out here on the fringes, interesting bit of space, and cold as all hell. The deep blue from the nebula soaks into your bones, a cold temperament eking out from the planet below. Even in the full face of the sun, it's the bitter frost that burns. Non-specialized equipment flash freezes within seconds. But it's not all bad. The on-site ice asteroid belt will prove an excellent source of materials. And word of some nearby wormhole activity has piqued my interest. Might explain some of the recent function anomalies. I've requested a probe to collect telemetry data, see if we can harness some of its energy. It's going to be a big project. We need all the help we can get.
So, hang on a minute. We've got two Galente stargates fused together with technology to make some Galente supergate. Not only that, but it's in a position where there's nearby wormholes. Okay, and it's out in the Greater Wildlands, which... Really? There is a lot going on. This is interestingly cool. A Galente supergate. See, because I figured out before, when we saw the previews of it, that there was definitely the Galente ring design. But I didn't realise it's 2 gates in 1. Interesting. Okay, I saw another scout around here, I think. Yep, there it is.
Personal log, Mark 1344. These icy blue rocks drive the engines of exploration. A rich arcing vein of crystallized frozen gold. Refined extract from the ice belts are harvested and transported. Processed down into fuel that powers the jump drives of New Eden's most formidable ships. It's the Great Leveler. All corporations, no matter how big, have a continued dependency on an ever-dwindling resource, an obsolete relic of an archaic age. Reliance that we should have surpassed long ago. So much research wasted on war and bloodshed. But that's just my humble opinion. And what do I know? I'm just an engineer.
It is true, though. There's only so much ice in the universe, and we need it for jump drives in Eve. What happens when the resource runs out? If we can't find this last echo, I can hear. Lost the salvage. Oh, here's my last blue eyeball. Right over here. Oh. Red eyeball. It was this part that looked really weird. This was the part that was throwing me in the design, because these rings are normal for Gallente stargates. But this central part is like not normal design at all. I think this is actually a warp gate if I flip. Yeah. Let's go back down here, shall we? And this ending isn't normal by any stretch of the imagination. I haven't seen this before. I wonder if this is what's part of the new design. Oh, is it in here? Man, there is so much be flying around in here. Where's the last echo? Let's pull out here. Aha, you.
Personal log, Mark 2293. I'm becoming more and more suspect of the operations structure. Suddenly, my clearance is no longer the highest around here. The project is shifting around my feet. A new gateway alignment team came in today, different from the guys we usually use. Trim, finished, and buttoned-up, techie-looking suits. Not a mark on them. Our guys stick out a mile side by side. They're real grafters. I went to introduce myself, and they marched clean past me in the hall, like I didn't even exist. Locked behind a new secured area on the upper decks. Word is, they're repointing the expressway to a different location, rotating the gateway to a different set of coordinates than on the original schematics. It puts the relative traversal pivot into a vertical position, 106.4 degrees off the construction axis. I need to do the math on the anchor, find out where this thing is pointing and what's going on here. Till then, best keep my head down and my thoughts between me and this recorder.
Oh man, the tease. So, Gallente Supergate, originally designed to be aimed in a particular location, has had its location reassigned, but it no longer points where it was originally designed to point. Man, it's just... There is a lot going on this map as well. So much scaffolding. Good luck getting a missile lock when you're flying through here. Or rather, good luck with your missiles landing. Let's test the limits of the map. Oh, there's an ice field. How far do you reckon I can go? I wonder if I can get to that. Don't think it's going to let me.
Try and keep
Nope.
within the simulation. Turn around.
Okay, let me over. How far over this one? Can I get to that asteroid? Asteroid. Okay, so the map's quite wide. Can I get to this asteroid? Wow, this one? It looks like a I'm guessing this is the limit. Where's the warning? Come on.
Try and
Yeah.
keep within the simulation.
Okay,
Turn
that's fine.
around.
So realistically, the asteroid with the holes is the limit. Fine. And can I get to the asteroid on the other side? Hey, Anska. Porsche nuclear power. What the hell? I just hear my wings flex on this shit. Okay, so hold the asteroid on the other side? Limitation? I'm guessing so. I don't think it's going to let me reach there. Oh, it's a physical object, so maybe it will. Yep. This is probably the limit, though. You can come out pretty far on these maps, then. Well, that's pretty cool. No doubt we will give it a go as the evening goes on. Right, let's come out here. Yeah, no worries. I will probably hop on PvP in a bit. I'm literally probably going to end the stream here and just restart it again so that I can upload this later on. So I've just got a record of the door segments for this map.